Tristan is going to be a dirtbag, Long Beach State, and introduce Gary Volker, our baseball player.
Thank you very much for being here this morning. We're going to talk a little bit about a very special individual, but before I get into my long speech, I'm going to introduce somebody that really knows Tristan longer than I have, except Brian Kennedy of the famous Kennedy family of Riverside, who coached Tristan at Patriot High School, and he wants to say a few words before I get to it.
Oh, it's great to finally be on this campus. Thanks for having me over here. Tristan Mercadale, I had the pleasure to coach him the last 3 years. I don't have any children, but he's pretty much like my son. You know, just watching these girls get emotional, it's just like Coach Ritzel said, it's just a very special time for these kids. Going out, Tristan, hard worker, wants to get better. He's doing better in school now, but he's just got a really good future. He's got Coach Volker's getting that going, obviously. But I know at Long Beach he's going to have a great future. They're all about baseball, and what they do there, they really care about the kids, which I think will definitely be a great fit for him. But he's got a great future. He's got to keep his head on straight, and it was just a pleasure to have him. I miss coaching him. I'm not coaching right now. I miss him. He's just a coach's dream. He listens, doesn't talk back, does whatever he needs to, wants to win, and he's just a great all-around kid. Love you, buddy. Good luck with what you do.
What I like to get across to a lot of you is to go along with what Coach Kennedy actually said, is this is my first year with Tristan. And when I found out he was transferring into Poly, and you know, Poly was his school of choice since I think day one. He wanted the Poly P script. But one of the things I do is I asked the coaches and I asked around about him, and really the first thing that came to the top of the discussion from every individual was his personality, who he was as a human. And it was interesting that one of the coaches over at Patriot, I actually coached here at Poly, and we all knew he had something special on the baseball field, but everything was about him as an individual, him as a person. So that's what attracted me to him when he came in here. I understood he could play the game. Well, like I try to explain to a lot of my players, is it's beyond the game that really counts. It's beyond the game that gets you to the next level. And coaches and scouts, and that's what they want to know. What are they like off the field? How do they practice? What are these tangibles that come with this individual as a package? And we get that with Tristan. He has brought a glow to the baseball field that we didn't have quite as what we wanted it to be last year. And I think everything that people told me about him, about his personality, and what he was going to bring to my team as an organization has really come true. And I really can't wait till the spring so I can see this come full cycle. So Tristan and your parents, job well done. The athletic ability is there, but it's the person that I'm attracted to. So once again, Tristan, congratulations on going to Long Beach State. And I know you're going to be a dirtbag, but you're not really a dirtbag. Okay? So thank you very much for your time for coming to Poly High School, and the floor is yours.
Well, first off, I'd like to have all my family and friends stand up so I can introduce you. Come on. Well, first off, this is my friend John Davis. I like to call him my slump buster because whenever I'm doing bad and struggling, he's always there to say some dumb joke, and it always gets me going again. Next, that's my bald guy, that's my stepdad. He always has me working hard. And then the little one sitting down, that's my little sister Trinity. She's adorable. And then next, let's Coach Kennedy, you guys already met him. And then these two ladies, these are, I like to call them, these are the two beautiful women to walk this earth. That's my mom and my grandmother. Well, to start off, my dad, he's unfortunately not here today. He told me that whenever I'm giving a speech, to always tell a good story. So here it is. Well, here's a little background information on my dad. My dad is all about basketball and knows nothing about baseball. All basketball. So years ago, when I was just 4 years old, he had laid out a soccer ball, baseball, basketball, and a football. And he told me to pick one. And ironically, the basketball was closest to me and the baseball was furthest away. And so I eventually walked over to the baseball, picked it up, and I threw it to my dad. And he has no hand-eye coordination, so he missed the ball. and I broke a lamp, actually. So then the next year I was put into baseball. And so from then on, I've had numerous people encouraging me along the way. Unfortunately, not all of them could be here, but well, let's start with Coach Kennedy. He's the main reason why I have the confidence I have today to play the wonderful game called baseball. Ever since day one of my freshman year, he had the faith in me to push me as hard as he could. From the time he had me on varsity as a little freshman, barely struggling to hit over 200, and that's pretty bad. He put me in the lineup every single day, knowing that he knew I could do it and just never gave up. And thank you for that, Coach. Thank you. There's my little sister Trinity. Don't let her innocent little face fool you. She can think of some devious little schemes to get me into trouble, and she always does. But at the end of the day, she's not that bad. I give her props because the girl has been at I don't know how many baseball games, sitting there in the hot sun, sitting there bored out of her mind, but still supporting me. And she's the best little sister I could ever ask for. Thank you. Now there's my grandmother right there. She's one of the wisest ladies I'll ever know. She always gives me the guidance I need and the wisdom that I need. And whenever I'm down, she always knows just the right words to tell me, to get me back up. So I thank you for that too. And last, there was my mom, as I said before, the most beautiful woman I know. And personally, if anybody asks me, I'll deny this 1,000 times, but I'm trying to admit it. I'm a mama's boy. I can't do anything without my mom. She's always been there for me and always has, always will be. And I know I get on your last nerve all the time, but just know that I always do love you and I always will. And I appreciate every time that you're always there for me to back me up in anything that I need. And also, thank you, baseball players, for thank you for taking me in as a teammate. It's my first year here, and I appreciate you guys just taking me in and loving me. And I'm glad, looking forward to the season. Thank you guys.